Holidays are right around the corner, and you know what that means. Time to start digging through those Christmas bins and rediscovering all the ornaments that have lost their toppers. Every single year, it's like some sort of migration. They vanish, they're witness protection. I have no clue where these toppers go. But not this year. Today, we're upgrading. We're making Christmas ornaments with magnetic toppers. Today we're making Christmas ornaments with magnetic toppers. No more lost tops, no more missing metal doodads, and no more hot glue guns at 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve questioning your life decisions. Before we jump into Nomad Sculpt and start carving digital holes like Christmas elves with tablets, we need to talk about how to figure out what size magnets we need for our ornaments. Now, this is a 3-inch PLA ornament printed with about 10% infill, which means the question is, how heavy is this thing really? If this was solid, it would weigh between 200 and 300 grams. Basically a tiny plastic kettlebell for Santa's personal trainer. But lucky for us, we are 3D printing these, and we don't need to make them solid. So we're printing at 10% infill with 2 walls, which makes this thing 90% air. It weighs maybe 50 to 70 grams. So it's basically weightless. Just kidding. Now here's the fun part. You're not picking magnets that barely hold the weight. Now if the ornament weighs a couple of ounces, you don't want a magnet that's light. No, you want a magnet that laughs at the weight. A magnet that wakes up in the morning and chooses violence against gravity. So shoot for a magnet with 2 to 5 pounds of force weight. And why is that? People bump into trees, cats assault Christmas ornaments, magnets may not sit flat. If you paint your ornaments, that may add some additional gapping, and ornaments hang from hooks on the loop, so the pull force gets all weird and sideways when they're on your tree. Basically a safety margin so big, it's practically insured. Now I went with 12x3 Neodymium magnets, grade N52. Translation of the N52 is they're tiny, but they're really hard to get apart. Now this is way overkill for an ornament that's only 60 grams, even if you painted it with enough paint to count as insulation. As long as you glue them in right, they're not going anywhere. All right, now that we found magnets strong enough to anchor down Santa's reindeer, let's jump into Nomad Sculpt and I'll show you how to design the top and the ornament. Always confirm your measurements. As we can see here, they are slightly off. So now that we have our math down, we're going to design our Christmas ornament with magnets. We're just going to delete this default spear real quick. Then we're going to go in, we're going to add a cylinder. We're going to make the cylinder height 15. We're going to make the cylinder width 15. Just shrink this in. Now, we're just going to clone this cylinder real quick. And now on our clone, we're going to make the height 5 because our magnet is 3 millimeters high. I want it to be a little sunken in, and we know we're going to lose a little bit. And the width is going to be 12.1. We also know that the magnet was a little over 12 millimeters, so we want to make sure it's big enough where this magnet is going to fit in here. So we're going to say, okay. So now we're just going to grab our second piece, and we're going to slowly slide it down so we see it peeking out of the bottom. Now, if you really wanted to, we could select our bigger piece. We could go in here. We could select blending, and we could do the opacity, change it down so we could see exactly where our other piece is sitting. We want it to be outside of the bottom of the cylinder. So we need it to be poking through just a little bit. So see that? See how it's poking through? Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this. We're going to make the smaller one invisible. We're going to select the bigger piece. And we're going to do a voxel remesh. Now we want to make sure it's around 400, the resolution. So let's just remesh this. And now we see we have our bottom cut out. And that's where our magnet's going to fit in. Now, what we can do also is let's just go back for a second. So now we have our two pieces. Now this is depending on the way you like working, is we go in and we can add our spear. Okay, now that we have our spear, we're gonna move it down. Now we need to make this spear bigger. The radius is gonna be 76.2 millimeters. And that just made our giant 3-inch spear. Now we're seeing things look pretty proportional to a Christmas tree ornament. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna go and we're gonna clone our second cylinder real quick. Okay, because we know that's the right size. Now with our clone one, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna bring it into the top of our spear because that's where the other magnet's gonna go. So now we have these 2 smaller cylinders sitting inside. Now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our torus. And as we can see, that is pretty small. So let's just go in here and we'll make our outside diameter bigger, our inside diameter much bigger. And let's just zoom in on this guy. So we need to rotate him. And then let's bring it down. Okay. Let's just scale it up. Okay. Now we don't want that sitting where we're going to do our voxel remesh, but that looks actually pretty good. Okay, now let's take care of this and voxel remesh everything. Let's just grab our first spear. Our first cylinder, sorry, and let's leave it opaque for a second. So let's do our voxel remesh. We're going to grab our first cylinder. We're going to grab our second cylinder, the one we're knocking out, that small one. We're going to make it invisible. We're going to grab our first cylinder, and we're going to do a voxel remesh. We want this to be around 400. Now, those 2 pieces are 1. Let's just merge our torus now. So we're going to do that, and we're going to merge our torus with the voxel remesh. And now you see here, under here, we have the hole punched out for the magnet. Now, we've done the same thing here. We're going to grab this. We're going to make sure this is just sticking slightly outside of this ornament. We're going to make it invisible. We're going to grab our spear. And we're going to do a voxel remesh. Now, see how big that is? It's 2,470. We only want this to be around 400 right now. Otherwise, my iPad will pretty much crash. So let's voxel remesh that. And you'll see it will punch out a hole where our magnet's going to sit. Okay. And that's pretty much how we make the ornament. Now we're just going to get this printed out and we're going to add our magnets. Okay, so we have our components. We have the top of our Christmas tree ornament. We have our ornament itself. We got some Star Bond, super glue, and we got our magnets. And this is probably one of the weirdest hazard things I've ever read. So what I like doing is marking them so I know which sides go together. So we marked both of our magnets. Now we're just gonna use some Star Bond to glue them in place. Just a little tiny drop so that way we make sure they hold. There you go, went right in. Let's put that over there. And now we're gonna put this one here. There we go. Put some pressure on that. Get it all the way in. And there you have it. Ornament done, magnets installed, physics defeated, just like Santa's sleigh. This thing isn't coming off unless you want it to, and even then it's gonna give you a little bit of a fight. I'll drop everything you need to make these ornaments in the description below, including a link to the free STL files. If you like this build, make sure you hit the like button, and even better, hit the subscribe button if you want to see some of our future builds. For more on 3D printing, DIY, and maker projects, make sure you like and follow Maker Build It, and remember, keep on making. Oh, and remember, the best gifts aren't bought, they're built.